It's very probable, but we have to go back to the basic rules here. And Hamas has no right to keep the hostages or to keep them under its control. It's already against international law. So Hamas must free these hostages, and it cannot be used as tools to make any deals. This is the law. Now, it could be, and second, Hamas must not make an escalation, because the party which is paying the price of such escalation between Hamas and Netanyahu government is the Palestinian people. They are suffering. So Hamas must stop this and obey to the law and leave Netanyahu be against international law. So this is the most wise attitude to be taken. Now we are Gaza, Palestine and Gaza are in a turmoil. We have seen President Trump talking about buying Gaza, freeing it from its people. So it means making an ethnic cleansing to take all the people out, 2 million people out of their territory, which is something which is contrary to international law. So we don't have to add dramatic things over dramatic things. And we have to not, we know that Netanyahu is going to the end in this, in his attack, in his war. And here we have to be wise and to not play in the hands of Netanyahu. But the Palestinians must find representatives which are acceptable by international community and by the people. And Hamas has made a lot of suffering. Netanyahu is against Palestinian people. Netanyahu has made a huge suffering against Palestinian people, thousands, 50,000 killed people. So this must be brought to an end. And when we see now this, how the matter is developing, we have now to stop this escalation, and we have to be civilized and not use hostages to be exchanged, but to free the hostages and to fight for the right of the Palestinian people.
Sir, you say that Hamas is escalating. And I respect, of course, what you're saying. Don't you read it as if Hamas thinks that if the hostages are given back, then at that point Israel will continue the war very normal, and it will go on, and this will be, of course, paid off by the Palestinians and the people of Palestine. So Hamas is now defending the people of Hamas from their own perspective.
It's true that there is a trap here. Netanyahu
What is the trap, sir, exactly?
The trap is that Netanyahu, he's stopping these, or he's not allowing the supply to come into Gaza. He's impeding all these process. He is launching attacks without any acceptable reason, and he's pushing, he's make a provocation to against the Palestinian people, and Hamas is responding. But in the end of the day, now Netanyahu is thinking that he's covered and he's safe from immunity, by immunity, a kind of immunity, a political immunity. It's not a legal immunity. Trump is covering Netanyahu. He is feeling that he has full impunity, and he's doing things which are against international law. Netanyahu is acting against international law. It's not because Netanyahu is acting against international law and committing crimes that the Palestinian people must do the same. And second, Hamas at a certain time must go back and let other people, other
Okay, Dr.
representatives.
Bouden, Israel's defense minister has placed the IOF on high alert, warning of potential escalation. How do you assess the Israeli government's readiness to resume hostilities? And do you believe it has the intention to break the ceasefire, which we are discussing and you are discussing, sir?
No, I don't think that the Israeli government now will go against the will of Donald Trump, because Donald Trump, he doesn't want a new escalation. Donald Trump is threatening because of the hostages. So the wisest thing is to not use the hostages, because it's against international law to do that, but to follow the arrangement made and to free the hostages in time, to not give this occasion to Netanyahu and his government to attack again the Palestinians, because the one who will be suffering is the Palestinian people. So they must release these hostages, and you see, under international law, there is a rule which is pacta sunt servanda. It means that there is an agreement, and the agreement should be respected and enforced. The agreement was to free the hostages and to free the other
Next
hostages.
Saturday, the agreement was to free 2 or 3 hostages, not the entire hostages at 12 noon, sir. And this was the agreement. However,
Yes.
sir, how do you foresee the role of the United States in urging Israel not to break the ceasefire,
But
which
also,
is not obvious, and reach a resolution to
Yeah.
to preserve peace, yes, sir?
Yes, but also to complete this deal, to describe the deal completely, Israel must free the Palestinians too. The Palestinian prisoners, or the Palestinian hostages, whatever we can call them, they have to be freed also. And also they have to leave. The trucks come into Gaza, the food and water and all the supply come. This is a deal. It's a complete deal to be done.
Yes, sir, you're saying it's a complete deal. The deal was not that next Saturday all the detainees were going to be released. The deal were 2 or 3 were going to be released next Saturday.
Yes.
Donald Trump today or yesterday made statements that all the detainees had to be freed next Saturday at 12 noon, or the region will be in hell, or Gaza will be in hell.
Well, but this must be discussed in a negotiation, because you see, now he is changing the terms of the agreement, and an agreement must not be changed by one side.
So you think he's changing the agreement, like I've been trying to tell you, sir, since the beginning of
Yes,
the
yes,
conversation.
but it's a tactical move. But in the end of the day, at the end of the day, the hostages must be freed, but also the prisoners must be freed, and also the Israelis must leave Gaza completely. The army must leave Gaza completely. So this is the term of the deal, and this must be respected.
Thank you very much, Dr. Majid Bouden, an international law professor. Thank you very much for your insight.